Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new video, and yes, this is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered again, and I just want to say is this, by the way, for those I want to probably mention right now is that, well, as I looked on my main channel, by the way, somehow I got a notification and also, of course, an email from YouTube, which I don't know what the hell was even going on, what YouTube was doing. But let me just go ahead and say the story of the pep talk that sometimes, for those who are new, by the way, with my main channel and my separate channels, by the way, like, if I had like a ongoing positive or non-positive conversation with YouTube, most of the time is that, I'm not wanting to try to make them angry, which I'm not wanting to try to do that, which, sometimes at times, again, I might have to say a few bit of swears sometimes because it just isn't that right. I'm like, dude, it was 2018 video. Like, it was back in 2018. Like, let me just go ahead and say this, that I am kind of a bit disappointed at this point is that, okay, first on, I really want to make a claim here and say this, by the way, is that first of all, I've said swear words of bad words since I was a teenager or an adult. Like, I can literally just instantly say some of them, but I can't say the big and stronger and counter ones, like the offensive ones that I probably would never want to say anyway in my life, which I never probably would. So let me just say this. I've said the F word, the S word, the C word. That's like the crap word I said exactly. I literally said some of them. Like, at this point, let me just tell you this, that my channel and my separate channels are never to be made for children, because I actually am sick and tired of hearing that same word like many people would say every time. Like saying is like, "Oh, is your channel made for children?" The answer is no. It is never made for children. And I am going to say this again, that I'm going to say my channel is made for teens and adults only. It is only made by that degree. And plus, I actually said this before, I would rather get comments without pretty much like hearing to say is like, "Oh, is your channel made for children?" And by saying is like, "There's no comments on it." I'd rather get comments besides no comments. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, seriously, I've been on YouTube for lots of amount of years. I've been on YouTube since 2017, and I do not want to apply the same story by like saying the same old shtick the whole time to say it, because it gets annoying for many reasons. Even hell, I actually want to make a point and actually be fully honest, by the way, that okay, sometimes when I have to say swear words, whenever I get angry sometimes, we both know I'm going to have to say them because it's just how life works. Because I mean, I am an adult. I might be 23 years old to say shit and swear words all the time. Like, I don't get why sometimes, I'm not really wanting to throw a tantrum at YouTube sometimes from there and there. It just, I don't get what's with that. Which, I don't really get what is with that for. Because, I mean, I have actually pretty much been on YouTube for since I was in 2017, not 2015, because it was supposed to be switched to 2017 and all. But I want to say this, by the way, is like, what the absolute WTF, YouTube? Like, what was that? Like, okay, sometimes I always say swear words. I mean, I literally am an adult that has a mustache and a beard. Like, I'm like 22 years old. Like, the next point, I'm going to be 23 years old. Like, what the heck was that? Like, okay, first on, that I want to say right now that it's just, I don't get what's with that. Which, again, whenever sometimes I say the swear word, like, okay, the title was on the F word. Okay, so we do know sometimes I'm going to have to say this, by the way, that, it may not be my best talk of the conversation here, but I wanted to reply this to everybody right now, that I want to give this right now a heads up for everyone, that my video that was part 3 of Chica Simulator got age restricted, and I'm like, bro, what was that for? Like, okay, I again was trying to change the part videos I was trying to do. That's my case. Like, I was just trying to add part numbers so way that people won't be confused. That's what I was doing. But yet, I don't get what with that defense for. Like, oh man, sometimes there's going to be a reason why it's just a bit difficult to just fully explain it. Seriously? Like, seriously, how the hell is that fair? And also, for those, by the way, it was back in 2018, I was literally in 7 West. For those who didn't know, by the way, I was in Portland in 7 West apartment complex. I was literally making videos out there in 2018. For those who didn't remember. So, again, I want to make this as possible as I can to just let everyone else know that my channel, and I'll say this 100% currently percent right now, that I'm not going to make a debate just to say, as I'll say it right now, that dude, my channel, my separate channels are made for teens and adults. They were never set to children or kids. They were never set to on it. They were set to be teens and adults. And I'm trying my best not to pretty much get angry at most likely the time, but I probably am just a bit pissed a little bit just to see this exactly, that the video got age restricted, and I'm like, what was that for? Like, okay, it did not have to be age restricted, you know, it didn't have to be age restricted. I was saying my case, and I was saying this side of the story at this point again, that my video of part 3 of Chica Simulator, that even though it was the old update of Chica Simulator, I want to say is this, like, okay buddy, first on, I can literally say swear words if I wanted to. I'm just saying I at least don't say the highly offensive words that I don't say anyway. Like, for example, like, I'm not saying like the words that might offend too many people. Like, all I'm saying is I literally can swear some less of the words I can say that aren't too offensive. Like, okay, my videos are made for teens and adults. They were never again for children, and it was never to be that prosperity to be that way. So all I'm saying again is that I'm going to say this carefully, so that way it just doesn't trigger anything exactly on the subtitles, that even though the bot might catch it or may less not catch it. All I'm saying is, dude, why would it be age restricted if I say a swear word in some most of the occasion, even though, again, sometimes I just didn't know any better. All I'm saying is, it was back in 2018, and I don't get what's with that. Like, okay, I just don't really understand why it had to be age restricted, because, again, all I'm saying is that it was just back in 2018. Like, what's with that? So, yeah, like I said, I know I might not have a strong way to pretty much just get anywhere else to be more frustrated, but I'm just trying to say this in my defense for everybody's sake, that I want everybody to understand that my channel alone and my separate channels are made for teens and adults. And yes, is there going to be swearing in some of the time? Yes, because I am a teenager or an adult, because again, it was way back in the times anyway that I can literally just have the swear words as I can say them. Which, oh my god. Like, seriously, are you freaking kidding me? Like, anyway, I'm not going to make another second one anyways. This is just my perspective of the case and perspective side of the story, that again, my channel and my separate channels are still never going to be made for children or kids, because that's not allowed. Because the only thing that is allowed is for teenagers and adults to watch videos of my separate channels, or basically my main channel, to watch them. That was the main point. I am actually going to say this one last time anyway, and just make this as the only point I can say it right now, that again, my channel is made for teens and adults, and I don't want to hear a single thing that comes out again by saying is like, oh, for some random comment that might say is like, oh, ho, 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 your channel's made for kids. Ha, 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 ha. It's not that funny. It's made for teens and adults. God damn it. Like, seriously, what the what? Just what the heck? But anyway, that being said, I just want everybody to understand my perspective of the situation right now, that my Part 3 video of Chica Simulator got age restricted, and it's still a good thing that it wasn't like fully effective. It wasn't like effective to my channel exactly. That would probably have another issue, because seriously, there were points again where I was a little bit considering a bit pissed that the only time I remember that YouTube actually pretty much removed the video of the stream that was removed, that was about part 1, about some alien that was a bit of the worm alien that was just trying to, like, I don't know, go after people or something like that, because I mean, it was a long freaking time ago. I've played the game already. So, yeah, again, I can say this word again. I admit that it might probably be a little bit, kinda a bit violent or a little bit horrifying, but again, all I'm saying is it had nothing to do with it. I was just having fun. That was it. And also, if YouTube wanted me to just blur the screen, I can instantly blur it anyways, or pretty much just, I don't know, blur the screen anyway, so that way it wouldn't be appearing to say, it's like, oh, it's too much blood, it's too much blood. Oh my god. But yeah, all I'm going to say, I'm not going to be talking about this too much anyway, of just going on another mental asylum issue by bullshit to bullshit, but I won't keep continuing this anyway. So, that being said, I want everybody to understand is that for those, again, that I made my point clear, and 100% cleared every time I said this anyway, in every reaction video, or maybe gaming or whatever, it will still yet to be teens and adults only, not children or kids in any other point of the issue. So, that being said, thank you guys for understanding the situation, as I want to come out here and talk about this problem that I wanted to talk about. And just want to let you guys know, by the way, I was trying to go on the title and change the parts of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was it. I was trying to change the parts into those parts anyway in Chica Simulator that I was wanting to do. So again, I don't get what's with that either way. So that being said, thank you guys for understanding the side of my story, and I hope that you guys can understand why the video got age restricted. And for those, again, to tell me in the comments, by the way, by saying is like, oh, you can watch the video, or if you don't watch the video, like, if for those, again, who aren't signed in, then please, again, watch the video if you have or have not. That would be appreciated. And also, for those who can start from part 1 to all the way to the end of the simulator of Chica Simulator, that apparently was just the old version kind, then yeah, please go ahead and check that out. That would be appreciated, and that would be amazing. So that being said, I want you guys to understand that I didn't really expect that YouTube age restrict the video. I really didn't, because at this point, again, I was trying to go on the titles and change the parts I wanted to change them, so that way people wouldn't get it confused. Way back in 2018, that's all I wanted to do. That's it. So, that being said, thank you guys for understanding the point of the story I wanted to talk about. And that being said alone, it is time to go ahead and sign off. So please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. That way you won't miss a single video that comes on this channel. Thank you. Anyways, that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and just listen to meditation music, because I am just not that proud and a bit kind of happy to hear the news, which, by the way, I sometimes, again, am not going to be appreciated to how whatsoever. Is just absolute nonsense. But all I'm going to say again is just that, yeah, not really the best of help. Really not appreciated. Anyway, that being said, and yeah, the appeal, by the way, got like denied like every other time. Like every other YouTuber say that every time. Like they're saying is like, oh, the appeal got denied. The appeal got denied. Like, bruh, where is the human review? Like that would still been helpful, but yet they're still never gonna have that in here. But anyways, or a little bit likely to have that in here. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. So that being said, we'll see you guys next time, and it's time to sign off and sign out. So that being said, we'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and listen to meditation music and calm my nerves off anyways, which I'm like, yeah, thanks. Really appreciate it. And of course, yeah. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And that being said, we'll see you guys for the next video. And signing right out. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. And peace out. Bye-bye, everyone. And see you next time. And sign off.